Hello my dear champions, welcome back to our channel Diksha Karnataka. So today I'm here with your third model paper. Okay, so of course we all know how important this session can be for all of you. The type of question that can be expected in your finals comes directly with relation to your model question paper. If not the same, there are questions that can be exactly the same in your finals, but yeah, if not the same, but the type of problems can be very much predicted from the trend of problems of your model question paper. And this is for the last year, the latest year, this latest year 2025-26 batch. Okay, this is the current year model question paper number 3. We have already covered the first two in detailed answers, so I'm here to start the third one. So with that, let's start the session, and I request all of you to join us right now if you are preparing for your preparation of PU2 Boards or KCET. How can you join us? By simply subscribing to our channel and joining our WhatsApp community. The link for that will be given in the description of this video. Go and check the link out. Join right now to get all the updates regarding your boards and KCET. Also, all the class notes in the PDF format will be shared there itself. Okay, so I think we are ready to start with our MCQs. So MCQ number 1, have a look. Okay, first one. So first 15 questions are MCQs, we know that very well. Let's start. The given function f R2R is defined by this particular linear function 2x plus 6 is a bijective mapping, which is true because it is a linear function, means a straight line will be 1 1, and since it is mapped on R to R, it will be also on 2. Okay, now if it is given as bijective, they're asking us find the inverse. Okay, so how do you find inverse? You find inverse like this: y equal to 2x plus 6, take 6 on this side, make x subject, you'll get y minus 6 upon 2, you'll get x equals to y upon 2 minus 3. Okay, and since they're asking us f inverse of x, so we'll replace x with y. Okay, so we'll get here x with y and y with x, so x by 2 minus 3. Okay, I could have chosen the answer directly also. I can say the answer is straight away option A and move on, but my job is to give you clear understanding of the concept at the same time. Okay, so here is the clear understanding how it works and why it is option A the correct answer. Question number 2 now. Okay, this is a direct question, a memory based problem. The value branch, the PVV of sec inverse of x will be close interval 0 to pi, except for pi by 2, where the value of sec is going to be undefined. Okay, yes, so answer will be, what is it? Option D. Answer is option D. Clear? This is a direct memory based problem, that's why we got the result. If a matrix has 13 elements, then total number of possible different order will be what? Of course, we know that very well. It can be either a column matrix or a row matrix. Row means 1 cross 13, column means 13 cross 1. So we have only 2 such conditions. We have the answer as option B. Makes sense? Moving on to question number 4. Now this is a determinant which is given equal. We cannot compare the element. First, we don't have to do the mistake like that. Simply find the determinant of this side and this side, and then compare. You'll get 3 minus x square, 3 minus 8, 3 cancels. I think this is correct. So we have x square equals 8. It means x is equals to plus minus root 8. The answer for root 8 is what? 2 root 2. Hence option D is the right choice. Hence option D is the right choice. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Next, question number 5. Next is question number 5. So what do we have? Derivative of mod of x minus 3 at the point x equals to 3. Now we have in this question 2 approach, and by looking at your pre-boards and the lives that we had in the pre-boards, many of you have this doubt. So I'll do this question with both the methods, graphical and algebraic. Let me try to solve it with algebraic method first. So we'll write the function f of x. Let's do the branching properly. When I define the function for more than or equal to 3, for all the values of x more than 3, what will happen? This will be a positive value. It will become 4 minus 3, 3.5 minus 3. So it is a positive value. So this mod will open with the plus sign. Makes sense? If the value inside the modulus is positive, the mod will open with the plus sign. All of you agree? Yes. But if you take the values of x less than 3, Think about it. I can take 2. Take here 2 minus 3. How much is that? 2 minus 3. Modulus. So minus 1. What is the answer? 1. How do we get 1? We go this way. It becomes minus of minus 1. So if the value of the numbers which is inside the modulus is negative, if the nature is negative, then the modulus opens with a minus sign to make it back to positive, right? So my point is, if you check for all x values less than 3, this modulus will open with a minus sign. So I'll have here minus x minus 3. Simplify this, you'll get this is positive 3 and this will become negative x. Makes sense or not? So far we have understood the branching, the redefinition of the function at the point 3 for all x more than 3 and for all x less than 3. This is clear? Superb. Now if you are looking to find derivative, right, let's find the derivative in both these branches. In both these branches, have a look. For all x more than equal to 3, you'll get derivative of this as 1. It will become 1. Check here, differentiate this. You'll get 1 for this, you'll get 0 for that. Answer will be 1. And on this side, you'll get derivative on this side will be 3 is going to be 0, x will be again 1. There's a minus sign, so we have minus 1. Makes sense? Right? So of course, you can see clearly over here that what is this side called as? This side is called as your RHD, and this side over here is called as LHD. And in this case, you can clearly observe LHD is not equal to the RHD. Hence, the given function is non-differentiable at the point 3. Answer becomes option D. This is the exact step-by-step approach to understand this differentiability of the function, modulus function at the point 3. Okay. Now, the graphical approach also will be very simple. Draw the graph. This is your curve. At 3, you'll have a sharp corner, and whenever you get a sharp corner, it means simply at this point non-differentiable. How come, sir? Because this side acute angle, positive slope, this side obtuse angle, negative slope. Positive and negative slope means positive and negative derivatives, they are not equal in values. Okay, check. Good question. Answer is option D. Sixth one. Okay, this is a chain rule question. Differentiate this. So I'll get dy by dx. Sine inverse is 1 upon 1 minus x square. This part is simple. Differentiate sine inverse second one. So plus sine, whatever is inside, we'll have that inside the root with a square. So we have this as root of 1 minus x square. This whole thing comes with a square. Correct now? So whatever, if we had x over here, it was that is square. In this case, we have root of this here, so that is square. Okay, great. Now chain rule. So first you differentiated sine inverse. Now you're going to differentiate this root. That will give me 1 upon 2 this. If you're not sure, differentiate. Use the concept of derivative of root x. Derivative of root x is what? 1 by 2 root x. So derivative of this root will be 1 by 2 the same root. Next, differentiate the term inside the bracket, and that will give me minus 2x. Okay, check. This is cancelled so far. Here you go. This minus sign and this plus sign will become minus sign. Have a look. Expansion, this will be cancelled. You'll have 1 minus of 1 plus of x square into 1 upon 1 minus x square into 1 into simply x. Okay, simply x, because this minus is taken over here and 2 is cancelled. Check here, this 1 and 1 is cancelled. I'll have root of x square, so cancelled. So basically I'll have only this as x, and this x will cancel this particular x. So my answer is coming as 1 upon root of 1 minus x square minus 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. Again cancelled, answer will be 0. Okay, answer will be 0. Again, I'm doing all the steps so that this is the last effort on the model paper side. I don't want to be confused anymore in this kind of questions. Okay, next, seventh one. Minimum value of mod of x is what? Mod of x is all the value which is positive or 0, can never be negative. So minimum value will be this value. 0 is the answer, option A. Clear? Question number 8. The rate of change of the area of a circle with respect to its radius. Differentiate, you'll get 2 pi r. Derivative of the area. Area was pi r square. Pi is a constant. Derivative of r square is 2r. That's why 2 pi r. So 2 pi and the r value is given as 4 over there. Answer will be 8 pi. 8 pi, it means option C. Option C. Ninth. Again a very simple question. Just separate the roots. We'll get 1 upon root x and minus x upon root x. Before I continue with the integration, I'll write in the form of powers. It'll become x power, root means 1 by 2, and it is in denominator means minus 1 by 2. Root means 1 by 2, but denominator means with the negative sign, the reciprocal rule. Over here you'll have minus x by root x is going to be root x only, so x power 1 by 2. Now integrate them. You'll have over here x power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by this will be again 1 by 2. Over here x power 1 by 2 plus 1, this will be what? 3 by 2. Of course plus a constant c. Right? Whatever it is there, you're gonna add the power n to plus 1 will come. No, x power, remember this, x n dx, it is x power n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Okay, so we have here the answer as this 2 will go in up, 2 times of x power 1 by 2, and over here this 2 will go up. I get 2 by 3 x power 3 by 2 plus c. Okay, so 2 root x, yeah, option B makes sense with the minus sign, right? Option B is correct. Check here. Simple question, very simple problem. Moving on, question number 10. Now if you don't know the formula, you might be stuck in this question for a long time. Okay, but if you know the formula very well, which formula, sir? This formula. Cos square of theta minus sine square of theta is cos 2 theta. Okay, sir. Take minus sign common. So, sir, I'll have sine square of theta minus cos square of theta as cos 2 theta. Correct? No, I've taken minus sign common over here. So bring this minus on this side. I'll get here sine square theta minus cos square theta equals to cos 2 theta with a minus sign. With a minus sign. Now write this, what is given to you. Sine square x by 2 minus cos square x by 2. Now compare. If theta is x by 2, if theta is x by 2, then 2 theta will be simply x. If theta is x by 2, compare on the left hand side, then 2 theta will be simply x. So this integration becomes what? 0 to pi minus cos theta. My bad. Cos x. Cos x dx. Take the minus sign outside. 0 to pi cos x dx. Now if you want, you can integrate and find the answer also, but if you're logical, just have a look. If you know the formula, you get this step very quickly. Now check the cos graph. The limits are 0 to pi. 0 to pi. Integration of cos from where to where? 0 to pi. This part is going to be plus, this will be negative. And they're both equal in nature. They're symmetric parts. Okay, this is a positive sum value and the same value with a negative sign. If you club them together, integration means addition. So if you club them together, answer will be what? If you add these two, answer will be negative of 0. What is the answer? Simply 0. Option is A. Option is A. If you want, you can integrate cos as sine, put the value pi and 0. It will come as sine pi is 0, cos pi is 0. You get the answer, but use the logic. Next. Now, in vector addition, which of the following is not true? This comes from your concept of triangle law or addition of the vector. AB, A to B, B to C means the vector direction is important, and C to A. Come back. When you're adding like this, you're going back to the same starting point. Means your starting point and the ending point is same. Hence it is 0. So this statement is correct. Now in this second statement, CA, the vector CA I can write this as minus vector AC, no? This is also correct. Now the last one you check. This cannot be correct. If CA is plus and giving the result 0, I cannot have minus CA over here. It means if option A is true, and we can say here option A is true, then option C has to be wrong, and they're asking us that only. Answer is option C. Next, 12th one. The two vectors A equals to 2i minus j plus 2k and B is that given as collinear. Let's check. 2 upon minus 6, minus 1 upon 3 and 2 upon minus 6. Yes, all of these are equal to minus 1 upon 3. So yes, they are collinear. Statement number A or assertion is true. Let's look at the reason now. If two vectors A and B are collinear, yes, this is the form. Please check. Vector A upon vector B equals to lambda. So correct. Both of these are true. Option D is correct. 11th one I gave the answer right, C. 12th is D. Moving on. A line makes these angles with XYZ axis, means your alpha, beta and gamma. Alpha is pi by 2, beta is 3 pi by 4 and gamma is pi by 4. They are asking us direction cosines. They are asking us cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma. Direction cosines. Cos pi by 2, 0, minus 1 by root 2. Why sir? Second quadrant. This angle is in second quadrant, that's why. And this will be in first quadrant, so positive. Answer is 0 minus 1 by root 2 and 1 by root 2. How can I say that? Special angle values we should know. 13 is option A. Probability of solving a specific problem independently, okay, independently by A and B are 1 by 2, 1 by 3. Means if just A solves 1 by 2, PB is 1 by 3, means for A to not solve will be what? Again 1 by 2, and for B to not solve will be what? 2 by 3. How can I say that, sir? The property is there, remember, I hope you remember this. P of x is equals to 1 minus P of x dash or x complement. Okay, so I've got P of x dash as 1 minus P of x. So 1 minus 1 by 2 will be 1 by 2 and 1 minus 1 by 3 will be 2 by 3. Clear? Okay, this is the concept. This is the concept. No problem, sir. Moving on. If both try to solve the problem, then the probability that exactly one of them solves. Means when A solves this, B does not solve, plus when A does not solve it, B should solve. Okay, so we'll have, they are both independent, means the occurrence and non-occurrence are both independent. Okay, so PA into PB dash and PA dash into PB. PA is 1 by 2, PB dash is 2 by 3, plus PA dash is again 1 by 2 and PB is 1 by 3. LCM will be what, bacha? Check here. 2 into 3, 2 into 3 is 6 only. 2 plus 1. So 3 by 6, answer is 1 by 2. My required answer is 1 by 2. Option is D. Option is D. Okay, this is a good question. 15th one. We have the probability of the event E as 0.6, F as 0.3, and they have also given the intersection as 0.2. I'm looking for the conditional probability of the event F when E has already occurred. So P F intersection E by PE, the values are there, 0.6, 1 by 3. C is the answer. C is the answer. Okay, done. Now the last 5 1 markers are your MCQ, so you fill in the blanks. We all know that very well. Starting from the first one, here you go. This question, as I said already, if you have A cos x plus B sin x, B cos x, A sin x, A sin x, B cos, doesn't matter. Derivative, second derivative will be always equal to what? this is always equal to minus y. Moving on this side, it will become what? Plus y equal to 0. Equal to 0. If you're not sure, don't worry. Just pause the video, apply the derivative. It's very simple. It's going to become minus 3 sin x minus 5 cos x. Differentiate again, you'll get minus 3 cos x and plus 5 sin x. Take minus sign common, you'll get simply as that result. Next, number of points of local maxima, local minima. They're asking us basically the number of critical points or extremas. Differentiate this. Derivative will give me 3x square minus 3. Okay, and from here if you put equal to 0, you get what? X value as both 1 and minus 1. So we have two critical points. Okay, so answer will be what? 2. We have 2 points which can be local maxima or local minima. Don't worry about your the finding the value of it. Okay, don't worry about that. The number of arbitrary constant, a, this is very important word in the general solution. Okay, when the order is 3, answer will be what? 3. Answer will be what? 3 only. Projection of the vector A on y-axis. Y-axis equation 0 I cap, 1 j cap and 0 k cap. What is this? This is a unit vector across the vector y. Okay, unit vector across the vector y. So basically you have to take what? Vector A dot with y cap. Correct, no? Check here. You will get what? Minus 2 into 1. Answer will be minus 2. If you're confused about this, if you remember this formula, that also is okay. Y vector upon mod of y, and this is same as the unit vector y. Okay, I can simply write the unit vector with the help of DCs. Now listen to me very carefully. This is a concept over here. If you are writing with the help of direction cosines, it becomes a unit vector. What is direction cosines in this case? If I ask you all, listen to me very carefully. If I ask you all, bacha, that what is the direction cosine of y-axis, your answer should be 0, 1, 0. Listen to me one more time. Beta, what is the direction cosine of y-axis? 0, 1, 0. Correct. Beta, what is the direction ratio of y-axis? 0, k, 0. Difference is there. 1, if you're taking, it is direction cosines. If you're taking a constant k, direction ratios. Okay. So if you take for y-axis direction cosines, you'll get directly unit vector. This is the result of y cap, not y vector. Okay, and the projection is given by a dot with y vector. Sorry, y cap. Okay, so a dot y upon mod of y is the final formula for projection of vector a on the y-axis, right? So I can write this as y cap directly. Take the dot product of this particular vector with this. I dot 0 is 0. 2 with this is also 0. I get minus 2 with 1 as minus 2 result. So even though this is a very simple question, but I given you right now the concept behind it is very, very, very important. Okay, which is very, very important. 20th one. A and B are two events such that A is subset of B. Okay, event B is over here and A is a subset of B. It means if you take intersection of A and B, you'll get the event as A only. So P of intersection of A and B will be also equal to P of A. What are they asking? PB conditional with A. Means I'm looking for probability of the event B when event A has already occurred. We have the formula intersection with A by P of A. This is nothing but P of A by 1 is the answer. 1 is the answer. Excuse me, this answer is 1. Having fun? Yes? Okay. Next is your 2 markers. Let's try. We can solve any 6, but of course I'm going to give you answers for all of them. Evaluate cos inverse of cos of 7 pi by 6. Break the values which is inside right now. Write this as cos of pi plus pi by 6 first. What I have done? Nothing but breaking the angle. I have done nothing but breaking the angle. Now apply the quadrant rule. Which quadrant this angle is in, bacha? Second quadrant. So will be minus sine and cos at pi will remain cos only. So cos pi by 6. No problem, right? Remember? You forgot. Please check. This angle pi plus, sorry, third quadrant, not second, third quadrant. Okay, pi is over here, bacha, right? Pi is over here. So pi plus any angle will be in third quadrant, and third quadrant cosines are negative. Okay, so I'll get this as minus, cos will remain cos only, and angle is pi by 6. You can check from here. The formula what I'm talking about is, check here, cos of pi plus theta is minus cos theta. Now I think you can remember. Yes, okay. Now one more formula we know, sir. What is it? Cos inverse of some value x is given by pi minus cos inverse of x. This also we know, pi minus cos inverse of x. Check carefully. Same thing is over here. Cos inverse of some value which is negative. Sorry, I did not write that. Minus x. Okay. So cos inverse of a negative value will be pi minus cos inverse of the value cos pi by 6. Look, cos pi by 6 is a value, not an angle. Okay, so I'll get cos inverse of negative value will be pi minus cos inverse of that value. Okay, so pi minus cos inverse of cos will be cancelled. We'll have only pi by 6. Answer will be 5 pi by 6. A 2 marker, very beautiful question, but very easy one also. Two properties, quadrant rule and the negative angle, negative value in the inverse. Okay, check the steps. If the area of triangle with vertices are given as 35, find the value of k using determinants. Area of triangle means 35, 1 by 2. Determinant means 2 minus 6 and 1, 5, 4 and 1, k, 4 and 1. When we take area, we have to take both plus minus sign, because if it was coming as minus 35 also, the result, I must have taken it as 35 because it is area. So when I'm going back to the calculation, I have to take both the assumption. Okay, got it. So yes, so if you check over here, I'll continue like this. For 2, first, I can bring this 2 over here, no? Yes, 1 second guys. I can bring this 2 over here. It will become plus minus 70. Plus minus 70, and then go with 2. You'll get here 4 minus 4, which is 0. 4 minus 4 is 0. We get with minus of minus 6. I'll get here plus 6. Correct now? This will be plus 6, and I have over here 5 minus k. Right now, 5 minus k, and with plus 1, I'll have 20 minus 4k. Am I right? 20 minus 4k. Check here. Plus minus 70. This is 0, so gone. I get here 6 times of 5. So 6 times of 5 minus k plus 20 minus 4k. Let me simplify it before I move on. 30 minus 6k plus 20 minus 4k. Am I right? Gives me 50 minus 10k equals to plus minus 70. I'm doing all the steps because I have to make sure that all of you understood the concept. Okay? Now we don't have liberty to go back to the same concepts over and over again. We got to learn it in the best way possible when we are doing it once. Okay, chaliye, we're gonna use both the value better. 70 equals to 50 minus 10k, and over here minus 70 equals to 50 minus 10k. Over here we can bring this on this side. We'll get 10k as 50 minus 70. So 10k as minus 20k value beta is minus 2. Okay, over here 10k as 50 plus 70. So 10k as 120, k is 12. So we have the two values. We have the two values. This is your 2-mark question. Yes. Moving on. 23. Derivative of what? This is a implicit function, means we don't have the y function independent of x. Okay, clearly stated over here. There's no subject in this case, so differentiate it. You'll get here 2 sine x, and differentiate sine now, so cos x. Clear, very good. And this time plus 2 cos y. Differentiate cos y, you'll get beta minus sine y equals to 0. And here I am making a mistake. Yes, I made a mistake, sorry. So sine y, and of course we have dy by dx equals to 0. Why dy by dx equals to 0, sir? Because we have to do the chain rule, differentiate y also, so dy by dx and 1 will be 0. Clear? Okay. So let's do one thing. This will become 2 sine x cos x, no? So sine 2x, the formula is there. It will be minus sine 2y dy by dx equals to 0. Bring on this side, I'll get sine 2x equals to sine 2y dy by dx. Bring on this side, I get sine 2x upon sine 2y equals to dy by dx. This is your answer. This is your answer. Prove that the function f given by fx equals to this is increasing. Now I hope this you got right. 23rd one, simple question. Increasing in the interval 0 to 2. Now this is a beautiful question. I'll try to not only solve this problem but help you learn the concept of your increasing decreasing function from here only. So please pay attention over here. Okay. Sorry, I have a little cold. Okay. Decreasing, increasing. All right. Got it, sir. First step is always to find what? Derivative. Start with here. I got to use the product rule. Okay. So find this. We'll get 2x e power minus x. Plus sign will come x square as it is, and this will be e power minus x into minus 1. Correct? No. Differentiate e power minus x will remain e power minus x. Chain rule for minus x will give me minus 1. Now I can take e power minus x common and also x common. I get here 2 left with one of the x's and minus sign. I'll show you once again. X e power minus x, 2 minus x is the factors that we have for derivative. Okay. Now how do you find critical point? After doing this step, put it equal to 0 and you'll check over here. From here you have the critical point as x equals to 0 from the first one, and from this you get x equals to 2. From here exponential function will never become 0. Exponential function will never become 0. Okay. Remember the graph of exponential function, either this or this. In both the cases the graph never touches y equal to 0 line or x axis. Okay, sir. So never will be 0. Now once that is clear, we have two critical point. Next step is to draw the number line. 0, 2, plus infinity and minus infinity. Okay. Now check the coefficient of x. You have to check over here. We have plus and we have minus. It means it has to be taken as minus. Okay. Here it is minus, means if you take common it will become whole as minus only, right? So start with the minus sign on the right hand side. Whatever is the coefficient of x, okay, you have to take that sign on the right hand side, extreme right hand side. Now check for the factor, the first 0, which is 2. Now where it comes from? Here. The power is odd, means sign will alternatively change. Listen to me. In this factor, what is the power, bacha? Power is 1, odd. Sign will change. If it was even, it will remain minus only. Okay. Next is 0. How many power of this? Again 1, so odd. Sign will change once again. I'm looking for increasing, means this represents your f dash of x to be more than 0. Okay. So f dash of x is more than 0 when x belongs to the interval 0 to 2. Okay. So basically fx is increasing when x belongs to the interval 0 to 2, hence it is proved. They asked you to prove it, we proved it right now. This is a good question, can be asked for 3 marker also. Very good problem. Please check. One more time. Yeah. Find the integration of, this is a very simple problem, I think you all know it very well. Secant square of 2x minus 3 dx is there. Excuse me, my bad. Minus 1 will also be there, no? Minus 1 dx. Integrate for secant square, you'll get what? Tan of 2x minus 3 by 2 minus x plus c. That's your answer. Simple formula based question. Find the equation of the curve passing through the point that whose differential equation is given over here. Okay. No problem, sir. Okay, looks very simple enough. dy, bring x on this side, so I'll get 2x square plus 1 upon x dx. Am I right? Yes. Separate the terms, we'll get dy, we'll get here 2x plus 1 by x, of course with dx. Integrate, you'll get here y, you'll get here 2 times of x square by 2 plus ln x plus c. 2 and 2 cancels, I get y equals to x square ln x plus c. So this is my general solution. So as I can see over here, this is a 2 marker. Still, it is a very good question. It's a case of a particular solution. Okay. So this paper, this model paper, the difficulty level is quite good. It is not that easy paper. You can see the questions are very nice. Okay. Now put the value of x as 1, y as 1. It passes through the point 1, 1 means y is also 1. So 1 equal to 1 square and ln of 1 plus c. We get here, this is cancelled. So 0 equals to, this is going to be again 0. 0 plus c. So c has to be what? 0. C has to be 0. So my final answer becomes y equals to x square plus ln x, because c is 0. Okay. Next, 27. Area of triangle whose adjacent sides are determined by the vectors. Area of triangle is given by 1 by 2 mod of vector a cross vector b. Let's find the vector a cross b first. We got to use the determinant form. I, j, k. Vectors are minus 2. Okay, then 0 is there, and we have minus 5. And for b we have 1, minus 2 and minus 1. Okay, minus 2 and minus 1. Okay. Start with I cap. Gone. This is gone. Plus, excuse me. My bad. This is gone. This is going to be minus 10. Yeah. Minus j cap, you're going to check. This will be cancelled. We'll have here 2 plus 5 is 7. Check here. 2 and minus 5 will become plus 5. Okay. Plus k cap, you're going to check. So 4. This will be 0. So 4. So my answer is minus 10 I cap, minus 7 j cap, and plus 4 k cap is vector a cross b. Let's find the modulus now. A cross b mod, I'll get here root 100, 49 and 16. 100, 49 and 16. How much is that? So we get here 9 plus 6 is 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5, 1 will be 6, 165 in the root. Okay. Now can we simplify this? 5 if I do 5 3s are 5 3s are. Not possible, right? Is it possible? Check here. I'll just cross check once. 5 into 3 is 15 and 5 into 3 is 15. Correct? So not possible to simplify it further. So my answer will become, area of triangle will be what? Root of 165 by 2. This is your answer. Of course, with square units, right? Square units. That's your answer. Okay? Continue. Next one. Find the value of k so that the lines are at right angles. So whenever you are dealing with this kind of question, first thing is to check the coefficients of x, y, z. It should be always 1. So 1, 1, 1, everywhere it is. Once that is clear, simply take the product of these two, minus 3 into 3k and 2k into 1 and 2 into minus 5 as 0. Why, sir? Because for perpendicular lines, no, the formula is this: a1 a2 plus b1 b2 c1 c2 should be equal to 0. Your a1 is this, b1 is here, c1 is here, a2 b2 c2 is here. Okay, so I get here minus 9k plus 2k and minus 10. Okay, bring on this side. Minus 7k is plus 10, k is minus 10 by 7. Now do let me know the value of this, okay, whether it is correct or not. It's a calculation, numbers, let me know. An urn contains 10 black 5 white balls. Two balls are drawn at random. 2 balls drawn, always draw 2 boxes. One after other without replacement means the number will reduce. Without replacement means the number of balls will reduce. What the probability both drawn ball Both drawn balls are black. Blacks are 10 out of 15, first one, and the other will be 9 out of 14. One of the blacks are drawn means black will be also less. Total number ball will also be less. Okay, so I get here, check this out, 5 twos are, excuse me, 5 twos are, right, 5 twos are and 5 threes are and 2 sevens are, okay, and 3 threes are also is here, right? No, I can show you again. 10, 15 into 9, 14. So 5 twos are, 5 threes are, 3 threes are, 2 sevens are. Answer is what? 3 upon 7. Do let me know whether the answer is correct or not. Okay, next. Now 3 markers. Okay, first question. Check whether the relation R in R, the set of real numbers defined as this ordered pair is A comma B. A should be less than equal to B cube, is symmetric, reflexive or transitive. Start with the first one, reflexive. Okay, so now understand this very clearly. For all these relations, when we are trying to prove here to be reflexive, symmetric or transitive, do not look for the cases where it is true. Look for even one possible case where it is not true, and then your answer will be conclusive. Means even at one ordered pair, when the given relation is where it is defined, okay, is not true, then you will say the given relation is not reflexive. Listen to me one more time. You will look for an ordered pair from where? From the given set. The set is real number set. So you look for an ordered pair from the real number set over which the relations are defined, not defined. If you cannot think of any number like that, means if there is no way to create an objection for that, means it will be that particular case of reflexive, symmetric or transitive. So I will look for at least one cases in each of the categories whether it is possible or not. Okay, I'll try to prove it not possible. Let's look for reflexive. So I'll prove where if I take two numbers where it is not possible. Can you think of that? Yes, we can think of that. Decimal number. If I take a, let's say, ordered pair 0.5 comma 0.5, because in the case of reflexive, remember the ordered pair is A comma A. Reflexive is A comma A. So if you take the ordered pair as 0.5 comma 0.5, think about it. The relation is 0.5 and this should be what? 0.5 cube. What is this answer? 125. 0.5 cube means 5 cube is 125 and decimal will come over here. So this should be less than. Is it less than? Is it less than, sir? Think about it. Is 0.5 less than 0.125? Is it true? No. 0.5 is actually more than 0.125, right? It means the given ordered pair 0.5 and 0.5 does not work. Does 0.5 belong to real numbers? Yes, it does belong to real numbers. Even though it belongs to real number, the given relation will not hold true for reflexive. So we can write here, not a reflexive relation. Clear, sir? Moving on with symmetric. Second will be symmetric. This is very easy one. Think about a number. Let's say 1, 2. Think of a number 1, 2. Okay. So from this ordered pair condition, from the relation condition, 1 should be less than 2 cube. The if statement. Okay. Correct. It implies 1 is less than 8. True. Now reverse the order. 2, 1. It means 2 should be less than 1 cube. 2 is less than 1. Not possible. Means not a symmetric relation. Not a symmetric relation. Got it? Next, the last one. Transitive. Check here for transitive. Okay, I can think of a number like this. If I take, okay, yeah, it works. I'll think of a number 9, 4. Okay, then 9 is less than, these are if statement, okay, if statements. 9 is less than 4 cubes, which is 64, correct? Now, next number you can think of is 4, 2, okay, 4 is less than 2 cube, so 8, also correct. Combination will give me what? 9, 2. This is your then statement. The last is then statement. From here you get 9 is less than 2q, which is 8. Not possible. Therefore, not transitive. Not transitive. The given relation is neither symmetric, reflexive or transitive. A simple problem. Just look for one ordered pair where you can think of this to be not possible. Okay, try to go more and more absolute, more and more other side, means like skewed side answers. Okay, got it? Next. Right, this is a simple problem. I have solved this as well in your previous sessions, but I'm going to solve it here as well. Divide everything by cos. Because I have tan inverse outside, to get a result out of this, simplify this anyway, we have to divide by cos only, because we'll make tan over here. So let's try this. We'll have here 1, we'll have here sine by cos as tan. I did divided by, what is it? Cos x in both what? Numerator and denominator. Okay. Now this is the formula for this, tan inverse of tan of pi by 4 minus x. Am I right? Tan pi by 4 is 1, x is going to be simply tan x. Tan inverse of tan, answer will be simply pi by 4 minus x. That's my result. That's my result. 31 is done. For the matrix A given like this, we are looking to verify symmetric, skew symmetric. Find the A dash. We'll get here 1, 7, 5, 6. Now look for A plus A dash first. Add these. 1 plus 1 will be 2. 10 plus 7 is 14. I'll get here 11 and I'll get here again 11. I'll get here 11 and 11. You can see this clearly as symmetric. This is a case of symmetric relation. Okay. Now for skew symmetric. Check this out. Skew symmetric. A minus A dash they have given. Difference you take. You'll get this as 1 minus 1 is 0. 5 minus 6 is minus 1. This is 1 and this is what? Again 0. Clearly it is skew symmetric matrix. Okay. Property for this is what? A transpose equals to, 1 second. Clear here. Aij equals to minus of Aji. Over here we have Aij equals to Aji. This is your symmetric and this is your skew symmetric definition. Please check, it's verified. Find derivative in the case of parametric form. Differentiate individually. Dy by dx will be given as dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta. Okay. Differentiate this, will get sine as cos, and this as sine as again cos. So we'll get cos 2 theta into derivative of 2 theta will be 2 upon this one. Cos will become minus sine theta. Over here we'll have minus sine, okay, excuse me, minus of minus sine, no, yeah, minus sine 2 theta into 2. Am I right? Differentiate cos, will get minus sine 2 theta. So we have the answer as cos theta minus 2 cos 2 theta divided by, this will become positive, right? So 2 sine 2 theta minus sine theta. This is the answer for dy by dx. Very simple question. Find the absolute maximum and minimum values of the function given like this. Absolute maximum, absolute minimum. Before I go and find at the closed interval 1 and 5, I have got to think about finding it at critical point first. Now I have to give a clarification over here because there was a contradiction about a question like this in your paper. So what is the contradiction? That you have a misconception that at the boundaries only absolute will happen. Not necessary. Think about this logic. If this is, let's say, my let's say this is my given function, okay, and this is my closed interval. Both of these are included, okay, both of these are included. So even though both ends are included, but absolute maxima occurs at the critical point over here. So absolute maximum not only occurs at the boundaries, it can occur at the critical point as well. So the other two ends can be local maxima or local minima, anything. Okay, so do not think that always, yes, you have seen the questions where always the problems that you have solved, in those problems at the what do you call, the intervals, closed intervals, at those two boundaries you get the absolute maxima minima. But there can be a case, this is one example, so you are thinking only in this way, that sir, the function ends over here, that this is the absolute maxima. Yes, can happen. But what about in the case of this particular graph? Then it will be the critical point will be your absolute maxima. Okay. So yes, in this case, the absolute maxima will occur at the boundary only. But I'm giving you understanding that even it can occur at a critical point. Let's find that over here. Derivative of x. We get here 6x square minus 30x and plus 36. Takes 6 common, right? X square minus 5x plus 6 put equal to 0 to get the critical point. This can be taken on this side. 0 equals to x square minus 5x plus 6. Factorize this. X minus 3, x minus 2. By now you should know how to factorize this much, right? Minus 3 into minus 2 is minus 6. X into x square, and minus 3x minus 2x gives me minus 5x. Critical points are 2, 3. So total number of critical points that we have now is 4. Points we have 2, 3, we also have 1 and 5. So let's find f of 1, f of 2, f of 3 and f of 5. Okay. Now, of course, you can find all the 4 values and get the answer, whichever is maximum. Okay, but think logically. It is a polynomial function. It's a polynomial function, cubic nature, and it is with the coefficient, what? Coefficient as positive 2. So overall it'll go like this only, no? It'll go like a proper increasing function only, right? Yeah. So my logic states that I can go to the minimum value at 1 and maximum value at 5. Okay. So try to think in that fashion. Okay, sometimes that actually works and gives you separate understanding of the question. Getting it? Let's try. F of 1, but I'll find it for all of you. F of 1 will give me 2. First will be 2. I can write it with different color. 2 first, then we have minus 15, then we have plus 36, and then we have plus 1. So I get here 3 and 39, right? 37 plus 2, 39. 39 minus 15 will be how much? 24. I'm getting here 39 minus 15. So 4 and 2. 24 is f of 1. F of 1 is coming as 24. F of 5 you check. So 2 into 5 cube. So 125. And 15 into 5 square. So 25. And 36 into 5. So 150 and 30, right? So 180 plus 1. Correct, no? 30 into 5 is 150. Okay. And 6 into 5 is 30. So 150 plus 30 is 180. Correct. Check here. So I'm getting this value as again 250. Right? This will be what? 15 into 5 will become how much, sir? This will be, sir, 250 and 125. 375. Correct, no? 25 into 10 is 250 and 25 into 5 is 125. 375, correct. Minus 375 plus 180 and of course 1. Add them. I get here 0, 3, 4. 430, right? Minus 375 plus 1. So I get here 5 and this will be what? 2, 7. So 5 again. And we have, that is it, 55, no? 55 plus 1, that is going to be 56. So the F max is going to be 56, F minimum will be 24. Yeah, check. Correct, no? Let's cross check once. 25 plus 30, yeah, that's correct. 55 plus 56. Moving on. Find the integration of this particular function. Very easy question, property based. Yes, x minus 1 you can write because you have x minus 1 over here. And minus 2 separated, x minus 1 the whole cube, here again x minus 1 the whole cube, and we have outside e power x integration with dx. This is cancelled, we have e power x 1 upon x minus 1 the whole square minus 2 upon x minus 1 the whole cube dx. If you know this very well, this is your f of x and this is your f dash of x. Check. Differentiate this. This means x minus 1 the power minus 2. Differentiate this, you'll get what? Minus 2 into x minus 1 power minus 2 minus 1. So minus 2 upon x minus 1 power 3. Correct? So my answer from here becomes e power x f of x plus c. So e power x upon x minus 1 the whole square plus c. Please check. That's correct. Moving on, 36 now. So that the position vector of the point P which divides the line joining the points. Okay, so this is the derivation. This is the derivation of 3 marks. How would you solve it? So we have 2 points. Let's call it to be point A and point B. Let's join the points like this. Okay, and name it A and B. There's a point on this line as P, and I'm looking to find the position vector of this particular point P if the section divided by the P is what? M is to n. Is what? M is to n. For position vector we need the origin, so point of reference. This is your position vector of the point A, vector A. Position vector of the point B will be the vector B, and similarly for P will be the vector C. The vector C. Now cool. What do we get over here now? We can simply write, we have only one information so far known, and that information is, okay, that information is going to be what? Let me call this as vector R actually. The information that we know right now is that the ratio is m is to n. That's the only given information. So let's write that. If I write here AP by PB equals to m is to n will come. Now if I write in the vector form and write the cross product, I'll get what? N times of the vector AP equals to m times of the vector PB. M times of the vector PB. Now let me give you the direction sense. This is your AP and PB. Cool. From here let's write the value of AP now. AP I can write using the triangle law of addition. So AP will come like this, R minus A. I'll have the vector AP as vector R minus vector A. Same fashion I can write PB also as PB will be B minus R. So PB will be vector B minus vector R. What is this? This is your triangle law of vector addition. Okay, so law of vector addition. Got it? This much is I think clear. Super. Now we'll use it directly in this case itself. So I'll have over here, check, I'll have over here n times of AP. So n times of AP means R minus A, and m times of PB means B minus R. Okay, and we get here NR minus NA, MB minus MR. Okay, let's get the like terms together on the same side. This is MR, I guess you can see this clearly. This is your M vector R. Bring this on this side, and this term on this side will get what? NR plus MR equals to MB plus NA. Take R common over here, we'll get this as M plus N. This is as it is, MB plus NA. Vector R becomes MB plus NA by M plus N. This is the resulting vector that we were looking for. You can see in the expression that they were asking us to prove, MB plus NA upon M plus N. Okay, so the given information that for us was in this question, the ratio and what? The ratio to be M by N and the vector to be vector A and vector B. Moving on. 37. Find the distance between the lines L1 and L2. Okay, we can apply the distance formula. Great, let's find A2 minus A1 first. And we get over here 2 minus I will be simply I. J and J will be cancelled, J minus J. And minus K minus 0 will be simply minus K cap. Let's find B1 cross B2 now. Okay, and we get over here I, J, K as my first one. And next, what do I get for this value? B, I, J, K. Over here I'll have 2 minus 1 and 1, 3 minus 5 and 2. Let's solve it. We get here minus 2 plus 5, which is 3. Minus 2 plus 5 is 3. And with minus j cap, you'll get 4 minus 3. So 1 and plus k cap, you'll get 10, minus 10 plus 3. So minus 7. Okay. So I have here 3i cap minus j cap and minus 7k cap. This is your B1 cross B2. Let's find the modulus of this. B1 cross B2 mod. Let's find the modulus because that's what there in the formula. We'll see that in 1 second. So we'll get here root 9, 1 and square of 14. Square of 7 is 49. So 50 plus 9 is 59. So value of this is coming as root 59. Okay. Now the formula is what? I hope you remember. D is given as mod of mod of a2 minus a1 dot with b1 cross b2 and divided by mod of b1 cross b2. Check this out. Why I've taken the modulus in the numerator? Because of the distance has to be always positive. Okay, let's try this now. Dot of this with this, so we get I dot 3i will be simply 3. Same way, minus k dot minus 7k will be plus 7. Okay, and this is nothing but 59. My answer is nothing but 10 upon 59. It is the length, so units. It is a length, so units. That's my result. Okay, 10 by root 59 is the answer. Next. Okay, given 3 identical boxes, 1, 2, 3, each containing 2 coins, means there are 3 boxes and each boxes have 2 coins, in total of 6 coins. Okay, and in box 1 both are gold. Okay, let me call the box 1 as box A, box B and box C. So box 1 I have named it as box A, box 2 I have named it as box B, and box 3 I have named it as box C. The first one has both gold, means 2 golds. The second one has both silver, so 2 silvers. And the last one has 1 gold and 1 silver, so G and S. 1 gold and 1 silver. Good. Now okay, box is chosen at random. Check here. A person chooses a box at random, means box choosing the box A or the box B or the box C, means choosing either of the 3 boxes will give me what? Equal chances of these, which is nothing but 1 by 3. Means they're random in nature. I can choose any of them. So basically choosing the first box, second box or third box becomes 1/3 chance, means 33.33%. Okay, great. This is my PA, PB and PC. Now what are they asking us? If a coin is of gold, okay, somebody takes a coin, a person takes a coin out and the coin turns out to be gold and they're looking for, so let's write it over here. Person takes out a coin, it comes out to be gold. Okay, and they're saying that find the probability that the other coin is also gold. Other coin is also gold means it has to come from a box which is having both coins as gold, because if this is a box and I take the first coin out, it turns out to be a gold coin, then I'm looking for a probability that the second coin is also gold. Second coin is gold only when we are choosing the first box, because 2 coins are gold only in the first box. So basically I have to select which box? The box A. Okay, so this is my answer. The expectation, what is? I have taken right now. Now, can we find the gold from the first box? Probability of getting the gold from the first box, both of these are gold, means answer is 1. Probability of getting the gold from the second box, the box B, is 0 because both of these are silvers. Correct? Both of these are silvers, so that is 0. The probability of getting gold from the third box will be what? Of course, 1 gold, 1 silver, so 1 by 2. Okay. Now, how do you write PAG? How do you write PAG? So we all know very well. I'll help you write it over here. PAG, the conditional probability will be given by PA intersection G upon PG. PAG is PA intersection G upon PG. Okay. Now go carefully over here because I'm trying to teach you the Bayes theorem in the simplest way, and so if you focus right now, you'll not get trouble in any of the questions. I'm giving you more logical approach to the problem. Cool. So we have so far this much and this much. Now, so basically let's find these two values in the fraction. So let's find PG first. Probability of getting a gold. Now, how can you get gold, bacha? How can you get gold? You can get gold from the first box, the second box, or the third box. So gold from the first box, okay? Gold from the, excuse me, my bad, yeah. Gold from the first box, or gold from the second box, or gold from the third box, okay? Means gold with first, second, or third. That's what we're gonna write for PG. How we write PG intersection A? This is going to be written with the help of a conditional probability. Remember this, P, if I am writing, let's say for the first one, G conditional with A, this will be what? PG intersection A upon PA. So if I want to find this value, I have to multiply this with this. So I'll get here PGA into PA plus, for the second term, PGB into PB, and same fashion I can actually do one thing. Write this as 0, bacha. Write this as 0. I'll tell you why. Because there's no gold in the second box. There's no gold in the second box. That is simply 0. But for this one, PGC into PC. Check the values now. So my PG value will clearly be PGA. How much is PGA? 1. So 1 into PA. What is PA, bacha? PA value is 1 by 3. Plus this is 0. PGC, getting the gold from the C, is 1 by 2. And what is PC? Again 1 by 3. Right. So I can take 1 by 3 common, and I'll have here 1 plus 1 by 2. So 1 by 3 into, what is it? 3 by 2. I get the value as 1 by 2. This is clear. This is your total probability of getting a gold from all the 3 boxes. Total probability of getting the gold from all the 3 boxes. Usually I write this straightforward in the Bayes theorem form, but I want to simplify this for all of you who don't understand the Bayes theorem, or you feel that Bayes theorem is complicated. So basically PAG with the conditional probability is given by PA intersection G upon PG. Right? And how you get intersection G? Simply how you get PG value? PG value you get like this, intersection of G with the first box, with the second box, with the third box. First box, that's how you write using the conditional probability one more time. Third box you write same way using the conditional probability. PGB, there's no gold in the second box, so that's why clearly 0. And this one again we are writing one more time the use of conditional probability. Okay, now we put back the values that we have for all the different probabilities. Get the answer as PG, the total probability of the total probability of PG as 1 by 2. Okay, what about PAG, sir? I know you must be very much thinking that I'll do some more steps, but actually no. Check here, PGA, PGA, PGA. Intersection of A and G, intersection of A and G, intersection of A and G, intersection of A and G is simply 1 into 1 by 3. How much is that? 1 by 3. So my final answer, you check now, my final answer will be PAG equals to P of G intersection A upon P of G. P of G. Yes. I know I took some time on this, but I wanted to explain you this concept with the help of this particular problem. P of G intersection A is nothing but, check over here the trend, 1 by 3, and over here this value is 1 by 2. This will become what? 2 by 3. This 2 will go up and this 3 will come down. So answer is what? My answer for this particular question is 2 by 3. Makes sense or not? This is the easiest way you can learn the Bayes theorem, because Bayes theorem is nothing but the combinations of total probability and your conditional probability. Here you go. Moving on. Okay, you want to see one more time? Have a look. Moving on now. Now question number 39, which is a 5 marker. Let's solve this one. It's a very simple problem from the first chapter, relation and function. Define on all real to all real means your domain is all real and your codomain is also bacha all real. That's what they have given us. I'm looking to prove it whether it is on 1 or on 2. Okay, so let's start from here. The first case, 1 will be f of x1 equals to f of x2. The function is given as 1 plus x1 square 1 plus x2 square, 1 and 1 cancels, x1 square equals to x2 square. So we all know that if I take root, I'll get what? 2 values of this. I get what? 2 values of this. And since the domain and codomain is all real means even the negative terms will exist. So for the x1, I'll have 2 values of x2. That's impossible in the case of 1 function, because what is actually happening over here, if I take x1 over here, this maps to plus x1 and this also maps to plus x2 and minus x2, means the mapping is in this way. In that situation, what happens is it's not possible to give it as 1 function. So given this mapping is not part of the answer, your answer concludes over here only. This is just to explain you what is actually happening and why it is not 1. So I can write directly over here, fx is not 1. Fx is not 1. I hope that you have the clarity. Now moving on with onto function, check clearly. Write y equals to 1 plus x square, move y on this side, so I get here x square equals to y minus 1 by moving 1 over here, and I get x equals to root of y minus 1. Now very simple, in this case can you find the values of y? Means can you find the constraint on y? Of course sir, y has to be either greater than 1 or equal to 1. This represents your what? The range. Range is y should be either 1 or more than 1, otherwise it will become root of a negative number which is clearly not defined. Okay, so y should be more than or equal to 1. Let's come back to this. The codomain is all real, y is something different. Clearly it means that the codomain is not equal to the range, and we all know very well when this happens, whenever the codomain and range are not equal, that particular function is not onto. So question is for 5 marks worth. It is actually very easy. Next one, again a 5 marker but very easy problem. For the matrices A equals to this and B equal to this, is a column and row matrix. Prove that transpose property is true. Okay, with the help of this particular example. We all know this is a transpose property. Yes. Let's find AB first. We can do that, sir, no problem. In the case of AB, we'll have to start from here and there. So we're gonna go what? A row to column, so minus 2 into minus 1 is minus 2, minus 2 into 3 will be minus 6, the second element, minus 2 into minus 6 will become plus 12. My first row of AB is complete. Moving on, 4 into 1, 4 into 3, 4 into minus 6, 5 into 1, 5 into 3, and 5 into minus 6. They're saying AB transpose, so let's do that. Okay, in this case just remain this as it is, means diagonal remains unchanged, other elements will swap. Check here, minus 6 will come on this side and 4 goes over there, 5 goes over here and 12 comes back. We have 15 over here and minus 24 comes back. So this is the LHS side. This is your LHS side. Moving on with the RHS side. Okay, B dash A. Let's find B dash first. You'll have B dash A dash. B dash will become, this is a row column matrix, will become a column matrix. So we'll have here 1, 3 and minus 6, and this will is a row column matrix, will become a row matrix. So minus 2, 4 and 5. Check this out. Again a 3 cross 3 matrix will be the result. Minus 1 into minus 2 will be minus 2, 4 and we have 5. First row is matched, you can see clearly. Okay, and minus 6 we have 12 and 15. Second is also matched, yes, plus 12 and we have minus 24 and minus 30. You can cross check, the third row is also matched. So clearly your LHS is equals to RHS, hence you have proved and got the 5 marks in this question very easily. Moving on. Now this question, again, you all know me. If you know me, I don't like to solve this problem because this is very easy, but just time taking in the multiplications and additions. And okay, but you got to do it. It was 5 marks and almost a guaranteed problem. Okay, okay, let's start then. We have 3 equations. We got to solve it by using matrix method. So we write the equation in this form first. This is called as matrix A, matrix X, and equals to the matrix B, the constant matrix. A is the matrix of coefficients, X is the variable matrix, and B is the constant matrix. So how do you find matrix X? I'm looking to find the matrix X, right? So I got to do this A inverse B. I have to move this A on this side, and how do we do that? By multiplying A inverse on every side, on both the sides. You get A inverse A is I, and A inverse B will be the right hand side. Clear? Okay. The first step is to find the determinant. I have already done that. Check here. 2 into 4 minus 4 plus 1, right? So 5 minus 3 into minus 2 minus 3. So minus 5, 3 into minus 1 plus 6. So becomes 5 again. The whole value becomes the determinant as 40, which is a non-zero value, means it is a non-singular matrix, so inverse will exist. If it comes 0, it's a singular matrix, inverse will not exist, but it is 40 means a non-singular inverse will exist. A inverse is given as adjoint by determinant. How you find adjoint? Write the first core matrix 2 3 3, 1 minus 2 1, and 3 minus 1 2. The 3 cross 3 is given over here. I hope you can see that. Okay, this is my original 3 cross 3 matrix, and this is not visible, so let me just write it again. This value is 1, this value is 3. I think now it's visible. Great. Okay, so what you do in that case, repeat the first 2 rows. So 2 3 3 comes back here, 2 3 3, 2 3 3, and 1 minus 2 and 1 comes back over here. So write the first 2 rows again below the 3rd and 4th row, like 4th and 5th row. Okay, and once you've written the first 5 rows, repeat the first 2 columns. So 2 1 3 2 1, 2 1 3 2 1, and 3 minus 2 minus 1, 3 minus 2. Write the last column. Once you get that, remove. So once you get that, it will be a 5 cross 5 matrix. Yes, 5 rows and 5 column. Remove the first row and first column and start multiplying. 4 plus 1 is 5. So multiply, do the cross multiplication in vertical form and write the result in the horizontal form. That's the result. Plus 4, because you are incorporating the effect of what? Incorporating the effect of transpose also, because when you find adjoint, you find the cofactor and then you take the transpose. So that's why I'm writing here in the product of vertical form, I'm writing the result in the horizontal rows. Check here. Plus 4 plus 1 is 5. This is going to be minus 3, and plus 6 will be again 3. 3 plus 6 will be 9. Okay, so I did the cross multiplication in the vertical form, got the result in the row. Same fashion, 3 minus of, so 3 plus 2 will be 5. Minus 4 plus 9, minus 4 minus 9, minus 13. 3 minus 2 is 1. Okay, this is done. Minus 1 plus 6 is 5 again. 9 plus 2 is 11, and minus 4 minus 3 is minus 7. If anyone is thinking how did you do it, sir, no problem, just multiply it in these rows and get the result by yourself like this. Okay, just don't forget to include the respective signs over here. Okay, so take that in this particular row. I'm going to erase this marking to make things easier for all of you. I hope you can see that. Yes, superb. Got it? This is clear, right? This much is clear. Now this is the value of my adjoint. I wrote the adjoint over here. Okay, inverse is given by adjoint by, one second, inverse is given by adjoint by determinant. Adjoint is over here, divided by determinant value 40. Now multiply this with the matrix B. How can we do that, sir? From this formula, A inverse B. Okay, so we get here, multiply them, 5 into 5, 3 into minus 4, 9 into 3, and so on. If you multiply, you will get the result as 40, 80, and minus 40. And if you solve, your x, y, z value becomes, x value is nothing but 1, y value is 2, and z value is minus 1. That's your result. Okay, as I said, very simple question but compulsory. Moving on. You want to see one more time? Yeah. Moving on. 42. Again, a very simple 5 marker. So you can see in this model paper, the 5 markers are easier in nature. Okay, so we're gonna solve this to this. Okay, so what happens is you might think that I will get this result and this result like this, sir. Don't do that. Okay, just if you have, because I saw in one of my lives that I was doing, many of you were asking me to make some changes in this equation, take this equation and then prove it. Do not do it. Do not consider this equation. Forget about this equation right now. Start from what is given to you and differentiate that. So differentiate this equation, you'll get y derivative as y1. You all know it? Yes. Differentiate this twice of tan inverse of x. Is it over? No. You differentiated the polynomial part, the square part. There's two functions over here, polynomial and inverse trigonometric function. So differentiate polynomial, you get this. Differentiate ITF, tan inverse will give me 1 upon 1 plus x square. Simply cross multiply this over here, you'll see the result coming. Okay, sir. 2 tan inverse of x we have so far. Again, do not again use it in this equation or something like that. Nothing. Still continue like this. Differentiate LHS, you got to use product rule. I want to differentiate y1 first, so I get y1 derivative is y2. Derivative of first derivative is what? Second derivative. So y1 derivative is y2. Keep it as it is. This time, keep y1 as it is. Differentiate 1 plus x square. You'll get 2x. And on this side, derivative of tan inverse will give me this. Makes sense? Derivative of 1 plus x square is going to be 2x and tan inverse is 1 upon 1 plus x square. Again cross multiply. This whole thing again cross multiply. You'll check. I'll get here y2 times of this into the same thing, right? So 1 plus x square, the whole square. With y1 what I'm getting? Check here. I have a number 2x into 1 plus x square into y1. And this is equals to what? 2. Check carefully. This was your result. And I hope you remember this is a PYQ also. Okay. Now this is a 5 marker question in integration. Looks difficult but it's very simple. Whenever you see x square plus a square, the substitution becomes what? Tan. Yes, very good. So take the integration right now. I equals to dx upon x square plus a square. As I mentioned, x will be what? Tan, but in this case we have a also, so a tan theta. Okay, differentiate, you'll get dx as a secant square theta d theta. Secant square theta d theta. Okay. Alright, so looks fine so far. Yes, let's substitute it back. We'll get here a secant square theta d theta in numerator, and over here we'll have x square as a square tan square theta plus a square. Can we do one thing? Take simply a square common. I can do that, sir. I can do that, sir. Remove this a square, put a bracket and write this 1 plus of 1. What I've done, I've taken a square common. Okay, the bracket has come now. Check carefully, secant square, and this is same also as secant square. 1 plus tan square is secant square, the identity of trigonometry. A and a will cancel. I have the value of I as 1 by a, the constant, integration of just d theta. If you remember, it's nothing but 1 by a theta plus c. 1 by a theta plus c. Theta value you can find from here. Move a on this side, you'll get x by a is tan theta. So simply theta value is not tan inverse of x by a. Okay, combine them together and you have the result like this. Check here. Integration I becomes equals to 1 by a, and theta we had, right? Theta will become this value, tan inverse of x by a plus c. This is your final answer for the first part. This is a 5 marker, okay? We got to move on to the second part also. Let's try the second part now. Integration of, we have dx upon x square plus 2x plus 10 is there. Can I write it like this? X square 2 into x into 1 plus 1 and plus 9. I know all of you understood this very easily. A square 2ab plus b square. Check here. Dx upon x plus 1 the whole square, and 9 will become what? 3 square. This 1 plus 9 is same as 10, right? I've done nothing over here, just simply wrote 10 as 1 plus 9. Okay, now this is something similar to the form that we had originally, x square plus a square. In this case, x is x plus 1, so the answer we all know is given by 1 by a is 3, so 1 by 3. Tan inverse will come, so tan inverse x by a, in this case x is x plus 1, so write x plus 1, and a is 3 plus the constant c, and that's my integration I. Check. Clear? A very simple question for 5 marks. Next, the problem on application of integral. This is again a very simple question. Sin x derivative integration from where to where? Sin x starts from here, sir, and goes like this, sir. This is 0, this is pi. They're asking us whole area. Okay, so this is a positive part, this is the negative part, and they're also equal. Okay, symmetric. Let me call this part to be my part 1. I'm looking for area of the sine function between 0 to 2 pi. So to find this, can I not write this as twice of? There's two ways to solve this question. Find the area of this part separately, and then for this is a negative area, take modulus and then you add. Yes or no? Yes. So this is the part 2, right? So you're gonna add this area of sine as area of part 1 plus mod of part 2. Do that, or simply multiply twice of the area of part 1. Why are we going to do that, sir? Because they are symmetric, they are equal in nature. Just the sign is, what is the sign? Just opposite in nature. Okay, so twice. How do you find area of part 1? So integration of sine x. The curve is what, bacha? The curve is sine x. The curve is sine x only. So sine x from where to where? 0 to pi. 0 to pi. Okay, alright, sir. Check, sine will become integration as minus cos x. Can I take minus sign outside? Minus is a constant, right? I can take minus sign outside, minus 1. It will become minus 2 outside. Cos x is what I am left with from 0 to pi. This is the area of the sinusoidal function from 0 to pi. Okay, check this out. So area of s will become, what is it? Minus 2 is outside. Cos pi will be minus 1. Minus lower limit cos 0 is 1. Cos pi is minus 1 and lower limit cos 0 is 1. So this value is minus 2 into minus 2. Answer is what? 4. Okay, so I get area of the sine function from 0 to 2 pi as 4 square units. Tell me, is it an easy question or not? Yes, this is a conceptual understanding you have to have to solve this problem. That's it. Next one. I think this is the end of your, no, this is one more question before we go on to your 47, which is the section number E. But this is also a very easy one. dy by dx, we can write this as 2, okay, sorry, this is not equal to, there's a plus sign over here. We can continue like this, plus 2 by x times y equal to x ln x, right? What do you do over here? Check this out. X move on this side. If I divide everything by x, we get 2y by x. So 2 by x comes as the coefficient of y, and x square divided by x will become simply x ln x. Okay, sir. So this is my standard form of LDE. Clearly no problem, where y is the dependent variable. Good for us. Now I can simply write the integrating factor as e power integration of 2 by x dx. This is the value of p over here. I hope you know this. This is the value of q. So p dx, e power 2 is a constant outside, 1 by x dx, e power 2 ln x, e power ln of x square, moving 2 as the coefficient, 2 power, and we get the result as simply x square. So my integrating factor, if you see clearly, is x square. Got it? So this is nothing but x square, the integrating factor. Once we have that clear, we can write the final answer. I hope you remember. Y into integrating factor equals to integrating factor into what? Into q dx. Okay, now we have the values for each right here. Y into x square equals to integration of x square into x ln x dx. and this means x cube ln x dx. It's by parts means ILATE. Log has preference over algebra means log becomes my first function in this case. So log x is kept as it is. Integrate x cube, I'll get x power 4 by 4 minus sine. Differentiate log, you'll get 1 by x. Derivative of log is 1 by x, and this integration as it is x power 4 by 4. One more time integration, so dx will come. This one cancels here with 3. I'm getting here x power 4 by 4 minus constant 4, I can take it outside, so 1 by 4 integration of x cube dx. X power 4 by 4 minus 1 by 4 x power 4 by 4. One more time for integration of x cube, and we have over here yx square. I'm looking for general solution, so there's no need to find the constant's value c. Okay, I can move this x square on this side. I'll get y equals to x square by 4 minus 1 by 16 x square, and c by x square also is there, so plus c by x square. Yes, of course you can simplify it further by taking LCM and writing this as c into x square, x power minus 2, your choice of doing that. Okay, this is the answer. But yes, this can be simplified one more step, and then your 6 marker. I hope this is clear, right? Everything is clear over here. Now time to solve your 6 marker question. Okay, part E, which will have 4 problems. We have to solve only 2 with the internal options given to us. This is your property of, this is the King's rule. Okay, start with the LHS over here. Over here LHS, in the LHS side, one second, in the LHS side, replace x as a plus b minus t. Differentiate, you will get dx equals to minus dt. Limits you can check. When you take x value as a, cancel, so t becomes b. When you take x value as b, the upper limit, x value as b, it will become t as a. How come, sir? Put here x value as a and a will cancel. Okay, not make sense right now. Okay, one little change. Take x value as a and a cancels, t on comes over this side, equals to b. Take x value as b and b cancels, t becomes equals to a. Now apply this substitution, this entire substitution in the question. You'll get here integration, what is it? Lower limit is now b. I'm going to use for t, right? So lower limit is now b to a. Instead of fx, we'll write f of a plus b minus t, and instead of dx, we'll write it as minus dt. So dt over here, minus sign is on this side. Okay, good. Now include the minus sign to interchange the limits. We write the limit from b to a as a to b, and write it as positive sign f of a plus b minus t dt. Now we all know very well that we can write this as changing the variable t to x. With the same limit, I can change the function variable to anything. Okay, so a to b f of a plus b minus x and dx. Check here, this is your RHS. So proved. LHS equal to RHS. Got it? Yes. Now the second part. This is a 6 marker. We got to solve both the parts. Start this with first equation. I equals to pi by 6 to pi by 3 dx. Okay, I can write this as 1 plus root of sin x by root cos x. Root sin x by root cos x is what? Root tan x. Okay, so this will become what? I can take LCM. I'll get dx integration again, of course, will be there. Root cos x plus sin x upon root cos x. Limit is also there, of course, pi by 3 to pi by 3. This is pi by 6, I guess. Yeah, pi by 6. I hope this is visible. Yeah, let me change the ink color to make some difference. So basically what has happened over here is the integration I has become, the limits you check, pi by 6 to pi by 3. This will go up the root cos x dx upon root of cos x plus root of sin x. Okay, this is my equation number 1. Got it? Wrote tan in terms of sine by cos and then simplified it one step to get this equation 1. Now in this equation 1 we're going to use some King's rule over here. So adding the limits, so pi by 3 plus pi by 6 minus the variable x in this case. So I'm replacing this x by this. Check here, I'll get here pi by 2 minus x. Pi by 3 is 60, pi by 6 is 30. Sum will be what? 90. 90 is pi by 2 minus x. Now we all know very well that sine becomes cos and cos becomes sine when you take the angle as pi by 2 minus x. At this value, sine 90 minus x is cos x and cos 90 minus x is sine x. Is it clear? In that case, I can replace this, apply this condition with the same limit. Check here. Check here. Integration I becomes, limit will remain same, pi by 6 to pi by 3. This cos will become what, bacha? Sin x. And this cos will become what? Sin x. And this will become what? Cos x of cos dx. Because cos of 90 minus x, so pi by 2 minus x will become what? Sin x. And same, we can write one more step over here. We can write one more step over here. This is my equation number 2. Now add the equation 1 and 2. Add the equation 1 and 2. You'll get over here as twice of I equals to pi by 6 to pi by 3. Limits remains unchanged. We'll have here cos of x on the first term. Second will be what? Plus sine of x divided by same thing. Because if you check carefully, the denominator is same. The denominator is same. I'll show you. Check here. Cos x plus sin x, cos x plus sin x. First term was cos, second term was sine in the root of cos. The same thing. This and this is cancelled. Integration from pi by 6 to pi by 3. What is left? Only dx. We all know this is going to be what? Integration of dx is what? X. From where to where? Pi by 3 to pi by 6. So pi by 6 upper limit minus lower limit. So 60, take the LCM, 12, okay, 6 only, no? Am I right? Yeah, 6 only. So we'll have here pi, excuse me, my bad, I did it ulta. Yeah, I did it ulta, right? Yes. Here also 3 and 6 will come. Upper limit is actually pi by 3 and lower limit is pi by 6. So I get here 3 minus 6, no? So we'll have LCM as 6, 2 pi minus pi. Answer will become pi by 6 is, check here, 2i, 2i and 2i. So your 2i value is pi by 6. So I value is pi by 12. This is your answer. I was looking for the integration I, this whole thing. I've taken this as my integration I. So my result is coming as pi by 12. Check from this slide to this slide. Makes sense? Good. 6th marker, second question, which is a question on linear programming. Very simple. Let's draw the axis first. Of course, the first axis, the first quadrant, xy. Now equations, if you check here, I have x plus 3y equals to 60. Write the equation without the inequality and write in intercept form. So x by 60 plus y by 20 equals to 1. I have written in terms of simply intercept form. So your x-intercept is 60, y-intercept is 20. Okay, that's my equation. Does not look like a perfect straight line. I'll try my best. Yeah, little better. Okay, this is your point 0, 20 and this point is 60, 0. Inequality, if you check, we have less than means I'm looking for the reason below this. Next one is x plus y as 10. So x plus y equal to 10. Right, again one more time in intercept form. So x by 10 plus y by 10 equals to 1. Okay, equals to 1. 1 second. Okay, where was I? Here. Okay, x plus y and y by 10 equals to 1. This is my line. 0, 10 and 10, 0. Other one is x less than y. Acha, for this we have again greater than, right? So I have to look for the area above this. Look for the area above this. You can check here, inequality is greater than. And the other one is x equal to y. Third one is from here, x equals to y. So the origin, this is the line. I'm looking for y more than, right? So this is my region. Y is greater. So my required feasible region over here is this. This is my required feasible region. I can write it like this. Feasible region. They're asking us to do what? Maximize this objective function and also minimize this objective function. Okay, cool. Now corner points. We have one over here, one over here. So if you check this out, this is equation y equal to x. Equation y equal to x. And this is what? This equation is x plus y equals to 10. And this equation is what? X plus 3y equal to 60. Okay. So in this x plus y is 10 and x is equals to y. Intersection of this line with this line will give me what? This point as 5, 5. How come? X and y are equal. Put it over here. You get 2x equals to 10. X is 5. Y is also 5. Next, for this point you check. X and y are equal. Over here x plus 3y I have. So I get 4y equal to 60. So I get y equals to 15. So my point will become what? X also 15, y also 15. Because the lines are y equal to x and x plus 3y equal to 60. So I have total of 4 coordinate points. Right here the coordinate points. And the objective function z. Objective function is CP is what? 0, 20, 0, 10, 5, 5, and last is 15, 15. Check the values now. 0, 20. So 9 2s are 180. 9 into 2, 180. Next, 0, 10. So 90. 5, 5, so 15 plus 45. 5 into 3 is 15, 5 into 9 is 45, sum will be 60. This is my minima, I guess. 15 into 3 is 45. Yes, this is going to be 45 plus 15 into 9, so 135. Sum will be what? 180 again. Okay. Yes, I have my answers. Check. Last step. So I can write Z minimum over here only. Z minimum is 60, right? Is 60 occurs at 5, 5. Occurs at the point 5, 5. What about maximum? Yes. Z max value is 180 and occurs at all the points joining, all the points on the line joining, excuse me. Yeah. On the line joining the points 0, 20 and 15, 15. So this point particularly over here, check this out, occurs at all these points. This is your maxima. So the maxima occurs at all the points on the line joining the points 0, 20 and 15, 15. That's your answer. Maxima, minima. Moving on. 6 marker, a simple one. Want to see one more time? Have a look. Moving on. So now we are moving to the last question, the 4 marker. I've solved it to save some time again, calculations and everything. Okay, so I have an equation over here. Matrix A is given. I have to find, first of all, prove that this equation is correct, and then we have to, of course, find the value of inverse. Okay. So A is given 3, 1, minus 1, 2, like that. Multiply them. Row to column. 9 minus 1 is 8. 3 plus 2 is 5. Then second row, minus 3 and minus 2 is minus 5. Minus 1 and plus 4 is plus 3. 5A, how do you find 5A? They're looking for 5A, that's why. 15, 1, 15, 5 and minus 5 and 10. 7I is going to be, simply diagonal is 7, rest all is 0. Now check the LHS. What is the LHS given? A square minus 5a plus 7i. Check. Difference you take. 8 minus 15 is minus 7 plus 7. 0. Minus over here, addition over here. 5 minus 5 is 0 plus 0. Minus 5 minus of minus 5 again 0 plus 0. 3 minus 10 is minus 7 plus 7. This is my answer. Matrix is null matrix. Of what order? Of the order 2. Of the order 2. This is done. Now I'm looking for the last step, which is finding inverse. So for that, keep 7i over here and everything on the other side. 5a minus a square. Now multiply inverse on everything. So I get 7a inverse equals to 5 into I minus a. Multiply inverse on a, it will become I. Inverse on a square will become simply ia, so a. So what is going to be the inverse value? 1 by 7 5i minus a. 1 by 7. What is 5i? Check here. 5i will be 5005. And what is a? Check the a value. 31 minus 12. So my inverse value is clearly given over here. It's clearly given over here. 1 by 7. 5 minus 3 is 2. 0 minus 1 will be minus 1. 0 minus 1 will become plus 1. 5 minus 2 is again 3. That's my answer. 2 minus 1, 1, 3. Got 2 minus 1, 1, 3. So 47 is also done for the first part. Next, 48. Find the value of k if this is given like this and continuous. Okay. For it to be continuous, we know that limit of the function fx when x tends to 2 should be equal to f of 2. Should be equal to f of 2. Okay. Limit will be applied where there is no inequality. I can try this. Actually, I can find at any point, but I'll try it over there only. Let's find that limiting value. F of 2 will come from directly over here. So f of 2 means k times of 2 square. And limit value is simply a constant, so 3. Check here. 3 equals to k times of 4. So k value is 3 by 4. Check this out. 4k 3. Yeah. 3 by 4. So this is the end of your model paper number 3. All questions have been solved in detail. I hope you have understood the type of question they ask from these papers, and I hope this has given a confidence in your preparation. Okay, so if you are coming and watching me for the first time, do not forget to join us in this journey of helping you out throughout for your PU2 and your KCET. How can you do that? Simply subscribe to our channel, and of course don't forget to join our WhatsApp community. For that, the link is given in the description. Go and check the link out over there and simply join and be a part of our journey, and together we'll strengthen it and we get better every day by every class that we are coming over here with. And certainly we are very positive to make a big difference in your preparation and get a very good result. Okay, so that's all for the class today. Do not forget to subscribe and like this session, and join our WhatsApp to get the class notes and everything, update on the examinations as well. That's all in the class. I'll see you in the next time for the next session. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.